안녕하세요, hello, and welcome to Cathlyn's Korean Food Challenge. Hi, I'm Cathlyn Choi, a Korean chef now living in beautiful California. I travel in search of other chefs to challenge them in creating some of my favorite Korean recipes for the first time after I taste their signature dishes. My basket is packed with my magic 5 Korean ingredients, and I'm off to find my next challenger on this episode of Cathlyn's Korean Food Challenge. Hola and welcome to my show! You're probably wondering why I'm dressed like this. For today's Korean Food Challenge, I'm going to visit a very authentic Mexican restaurant called La Casita Mexicana, and I'm going to challenge Chef Jaime and Chef Ramiro to make my Korean dish, Doeji Bossam. I was recently invited by the Korean Cultural Center of Los Angeles to perform a culinary demonstration at their booth. This is one of the largest food and wine festivals in Southern California at the annual Los Angeles Times Celebration of Food and Wine event, held on the back lot of Paramount Movie Studios. It was so exciting knowing that I was standing where many famous Hollywood movies were filmed. I was overwhelmed with how popular my tteokbokki and bulgogi wraps were with the visitors. Everyone seemed to really enjoy the spice of the Korean flavors, but I was also getting worried that I would run out of food before the day was over.
I've never had this before, but it tastes very similar to like, it's Korean. It tastes very similar to Thai curry.
Sultry.
Really good.
Another unexpected surprise for me was running into Chef Ramiro and Chef Jaime from La Casita Mexicana, one of the most authentic Mexican restaurants in LA. Of course, I couldn't resist inviting them to try my Korean food challenge.
Here's the catch. On my show, I'll provide you with my magic 5 ingredient basket. And I'll give you the recipe, and then you look at the ingredients, and before you try it out, I blindfold you.
And try them.
And try the food.
Smell them.
Yes, so that you don't know what it looks like. But at the end, based on the flavor in your mouth, yes, then you will make the food.
That is pretty good because a lot of people go by the looks.
Exactly.
You need to actually blindfold.
Come out from you, you know?
It's from the
Put
heart.
your touch and yes,
Let's
exactly.
do, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
No, let's
Are you up
do
for
it.
it?
Yeah.
Korean challenge?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we'll see ya.
Yeah.
There are 2 parts to making today's dish, the kimchi bossam and the pork belly. And since the pork requires about an hour to cook, I'll get started on that first. Here I have 2 pounds of fresh pork belly, about 1.5 inches thick. And the key ingredients that I need for the stock are ginger, bay leaves, garlic, and dried dates. I'm also going to use about 4 ounces of ginseng herbal wine, 2 tablespoons of soybean paste, and believe it or not, a tablespoon of instant coffee powder. Not only will all these ingredients eliminate the typical gamey scent and taste of the pork, but it will also help enhance the flavor and taste of the meat. Let's put this piece of pork belly into the stock pot, which has water just enough to cover the meat. Now I'm going to add all the other ingredients. And next, we'll add some doenjang soybean paste. Lastly, the instant coffee powder. Do not throw away the broth because that's the best part and it makes great soup. And give it a little stir. And now it goes on the stove for about an hour. Next, it's time for us to make the Bossam kimchi, which requires a little bit of time in the preparation. And the key ingredients for kimchi are coarse salt, red chili powder, and salted shrimp or anchovies. There are over 200 kinds of kimchi today in Korea, and for today's kimchi, the stars are Napa cabbage, daikon radish, and oyster. Since it normally takes about 4 to 6 hours, sometimes overnight, to brine the cabbage, I have pre-brined a couple of pieces of Napa cabbage here. With a peeler, just peel the skin of the radish. And the easiest way is to slice it in about an 1/8 of an inch thickness. Get a bowl like this and put all the julienne daikon radish in here. So I've added 2 tablespoons of sugar, a tablespoon of salt, red chili powder. Mix them all evenly. What I have here is a bunch of water dropwort ferns, minari. And next, the green onions. Put this chopped green onion and minari fern into a bowl. Brown onion here. Last but not the least, the pear, which will give an added sweetness. Peel the skin off. Slice him up as well, and put them all in the bowl with the rest. The third step is making the kimchi sauce. Add a few garlic cloves, about 3 small pieces of peeled ginger, 2 tablespoons of sugar, red chili powder, teaspoon of salted shrimp, a tablespoon of anchovy and seaweed stock, which is homemade, a tablespoon of sesame seeds, 1/4 cup of soda. In this case, I'm using Diet Coke. I think that will do it. We have really nice, thick, creamy and spicy kimchi sauce. We'll add the daikon radish slices. The typical kimchi flavor is to combine the right combination of sweetness, spiciness, and saltiness. A little daikon radish. Not bad. To this actually, I'll add 1/4 cup of diet soda. It's actually diet grape soda. Smells so good. Lastly, my other secret ingredient, the ginseng herbal wine. It goes in there. Close the lid. It smells so good. Wow, the combination of all these herbs and the ginseng wine. Wow. Slice up some cabbage. Normally you would mix the cabbage together with all the other ingredients. But today, I'll just serve separately. We'll put a couple of pieces of sesame leaves on one side. And on this side, we'll put a couple of pieces of Napa cabbage. And on top, we'll add the oyster meats. Still nice and cold. And sprinkle some sesame seeds on top like that as a garnish. We'll add some kimchi stuffing. Next, we'll put the sliced cabbage pieces right next to the stuffing. And you can just slice our pork belly thinly from the end. Since I love sesame leaves, I'll just roll it really tightly into a chiffonade. Here is some gochujang sauce mixed with a little sugar and vinegar. It's called Choi gochujang. Sprinkle a dash of sesame seeds in there. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the doenjang soybean paste that I used earlier for the pork belly stock. A little dash of sesame oil. Third and final sauce, which is made with salted shrimp. Put this in here and all you add is some sesame oil. Red chili powder as a garnish.